Hey, how's it going? It's Russell James. Welcome to this first video in a series where we're going to be showing you how to make a fermented raw sandwich. Okay, so in this first video for our fermented raw sandwich, the very first element we're going to make, because it takes the longest, takes about 3 to 5 days, is the beetroot slices. Definitely worth it because you don't just have to use them in this sandwich, they're great in salads and chucking in all kinds of things. We've got another 2 videos coming up after this. One is going to show how to make a herbed macadamia cheese, and then the other one is going to make the bread. We've got a fermented flax bread for you coming up as well. So just a really special fermented raw sandwich. So let's get started. All right, we're going to start off with some garlic. So cut the end off the garlic, get it peeled, and then chop it into really nice thin slices. And then we're going to transfer that over to a sterilized glass jar with a lid. So you can sterilize it just with some boiling hot water and then dry it out. That's nicely sterilized. Get your sliced garlic into there and we're off and running. And then we're going to add some seeds into the mix, whole seeds. So we're going to start off with caraway, just straight on top of the garlic with those. Then we've got a killer combination with caraway is fennel, and then some coriander seed, and some mustard seed. And lastly, on top of that, some peppercorns. Okay, now we need to prepare some shallot. So we're going to take one of these beautiful banana shallots, top and tail it, and then carefully remove the skin, and then we're going to cut it into coins essentially. So we're not going to cut it lengthways, we're going to cut it widthways. Once you've done that, put that to one side, and then we're going to work on our beetroot, the main event. So as you can see here, we're going to top and tail the beetroot, we're going to peel it, and then ideally get it onto a mandolin nice and thin so you can get those nice paper thin slices, because as this beetroot ferments, as it cultures over the 3 to 5 days, it's going to really soften up beautifully, and you'll be able to fold it into the sandwich and look amazing. So if you've got a mandolin, nice thin paper slices. If you haven't got a mandolin, you could do this on a peeler, right? So once you've peeled it, continue to peel it and just use the ribbons that you make with the peeler to just use those for this recipe. All right, then we're going to want to layer up our beetroot into the jar, then with some onion with the shallot, and then the beetroot and the shallot, and just layer it up like that until you've got rid of all of your beetroot. And then we're going to need to make a brine. So we're going to take some water into a blender and a bit of salt in there and blend that up so it dissolves, and then we can pour that brine into the glass jar. All right, then we're going to seal that up. We're going to leave it for 3 to 5 days, but each day come back and burp your jar. Make sure you release those excess gases, otherwise you'll have a build up and a little bit of an explosion at the end of the 5 days. And as I'm sure you know or can guess, hopefully you've never had one of these incidents yourself, but beetroot is so difficult to get out, right, of anything. So we especially don't want beetroot juices everywhere. So yeah, make sure you burp every day. And after 5 days, you'll have these beautiful spiced beetroot slices ready for the sandwich in this case, but you can use them in salads as well. They go really nicely. You can chuck them in anything that you'd like to, really. And they make a really nice addition. So that's the end of this video. In the next video in this series, we're going to be looking at the herbed macadamia cheese. So I'll see you in that video. So we're going to start off with whole seeds, coriander, and then some coriander, and yes.